Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the World of Micah. Abby and I decided to get up and drive back to our home state of Mississippi because we figured this would be a great time to go and visit family, our moms, dads, my brother, grandparents, because we're doing this whole social distancing thing. We'll be able to hang out with our family and friends and not be exposed to more than a few people at a time. And that's the whole point of this whole social distancing thing. We're about halfway through the state of Florida right now, and we're heading to Mississippi. We'll be there a little after noon today. But you guys are gonna get to tag along now.
Let's take a closer look.
Stopped off at the service station because we do have our dog Georgie with us. Had to use the restroom. Not getting gas, which is a good thing because the gas prices here are a little outrageous, but it is just like a random stop in the middle of I-75. Gas prices will get considerably cheaper as we head to Mississippi. George is excited about being on the road trip, aren't you, George? He's worried right now because Abby went inside the gas station to get a drink. Hey. Say hey. His mom is not in the car right now. That's why he's a little nervous. What do you think, George? You ready to be on the road trip? That was a yes from the George. We're at the very tip top of Florida now. It's almost 9 a.m. Starting to look a whole lot different once you get out of Ocala and Gainesville. Start getting towards the top. Starts looking like you're in the areas of Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. They all kind of have a similar look, especially on some of these back roads. And we are heading into Sweet Home, Alabama. It's not our sweet home, but it's taking us to our old sweet home of Mississippi. The fog out here is kind of ridiculous. I haven't seen fog this bad in quite some time. Gas is $1.82 at this Circle K. I haven't seen gas that cheap in a long time. Gas in Florida has been about between $2 and $3 for a long time. I forget how many hills are in Alabama. Not quite mountains, but definitely some big hills. We're about 140 miles from being back in Mississippi. Lots of greenery out here as well. Check out this farm. Circle C trailers. The one thing when you get in Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, even Louisiana, you start to see a lot more green, more trees. Some places, I mean, you could go for a couple of miles without seeing a single building. How are you holding up, George? You've been in this car for almost 9 hours, buddy. See what I'm talking about with these hills? It's not quite a mountain, but I mean, that's a huge, huge hill. Look at that in the distance. Like, that is something you just don't see in Florida. The tops of those trees are way up there. I know it's silly to most who live out in hills or mountains, but to us Floridians, most of the things we have are very flat. Got about an hour and a half left on the drive. Abby has done the entire thing. Pretty cool. I took us a little nap this morning. I think she just wants to get home. Right, Abs?
Yeah. Ready to get home.
Random question, but this might just be me showing some of my weirdness. You ever think about places in the United States, like properties of land, and you ever wonder if someone has never stepped foot on that property? Like, I'm sure they have been on the property, but I'm talking about like in those woods right there. You think somebody has actually like placed their foot on every inch of that property? Or is there places that have been never touched by humans? Maybe that's too weird of a question. I made Abby pull over to this McDonald's so I could show you guys the giant Ronald McDonald on top of that play place. Look at that. Good old Ronald McDonald. And the fact that this place has a play place is kind of crazy. You don't see many play places anymore. And you definitely don't see a lot of Ronald McDonald at McDonald's anymore. We're not too far from the University of Alabama. Well, 9 hours later, we are pulling in to Mississippi, the birthplace of America's music. Back home. So we have officially made it to Abby's. We're going to be staying at Abby's family's house for a few days. Then we're going to be going to Jackson, staying at my mom's house for a few days, just kind of escaping everything and being with family and practicing social distancing. If I do get out and go and film anything, it'll be something that there's not going to be anybody there. If there is someone there, it's probably going to be 1 or 2 people, maybe. A lot of this stuff can be done from a car, and so expect some really cool Mississippi videos for the next week or so. But now it's time to say goodbye. I will see you guys on the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, please give me a big thumbs up. My links are down below. See you guys tomorrow. Stay weird. Goodbye.